share some opportunities with you guys that the team has.
All right, so as we're going along, if you guys have any questions, don't wait till the end. Just interrupt us. Kind of just going off the seat of our pants here. So. Like you said, I'm Mark. I'm in my second year managing. This is Jeremy. He's in his fourth year. So first, give you a little background on the group that we have now and kind of go along from there. We currently have 19 managers, by far the most that we've heard from any other Big Ten school. Most people get away with having roughly 10, but with things that we're expected to do, we kind of go with 19 for a higher number so that people have more flexibility as we go. We do have more managers than players, which is kind of atypical, you would think, because players are what make up the team. But we are a little atypical that way. Our direct boss would be our director of basketball operations, Luke Wainwright. He's a former manager who kind of advanced through our program by getting a program assistant job, and from there he got the double position, hoping to get into coaching later on. So,
one of the questions we always get is, who can be a manager? The answer is really pretty much anybody. Guys, girls. We have three girl managers right now. We've had others in the past that have graduated, and a lot of people always think that we have maybe some kind of athletic major. We got guys that are engineering, we got guys who are education. I'm an English major, a little bit of everything. And for you guys that are potentially looking to get a sports business type job, we've had guys, there's a former manager who's an assistant coach for the Bucks. We have just recently a guy who's a video coordinator for the 76ers and also for the Bucks. Our guy who was our head manager last year is a graduate assistant now for Virginia Commonwealth, who made the Final Four a couple years ago, which is cool. And we have a girl who's technically still on staff, but she's a marketing intern for the Heat. So that's pretty cool. So really, it can lead you to anything. It's always a great thing to put on your resume.
Now, another question, who are we and what do we really do? We're not the typical nerds who you see portrayed in high school basketball teams. We're hands-on people that have to be ready to go at all times. We're always on call for the players. If they need a rebounder, if they need something done at the Kohl Center, they're coming to us first. So we got to be able to respond to pretty much anything they need to do. That goes for coaches as well. If they have any video needs where they don't have a DVD that they need to watch, one of us has to work it out between us that we have to drive out to their house, make sure they get that DVD and that they're ready to go. If they're having any technical issues or if they need a spreadsheet put together quick, we kind of just have to be able to do a lot of different things in an office setting, in a basketball setting, in many different areas that we can make sure that everything is going smoothly for the program.
And to go on that, sometimes we run into people that they think if they are going to come be a manager, it's because the next year they're going to walk on and make the team. Probably not the case, and to be honest, that's usually exactly what we try to not get. But if any of you guys are actually interested in becoming managers, we got 19 people. Some of those are graduating, so there's going to be spots. There's not a typical person between 19 people. Everybody is different. We got the widest range of personalities, skill sets, anything you could think of. Everybody's got something really that they can bring to the table, and that's kind of what makes us a cool group, really.
Yeah, we've got people who didn't even play basketball in high school, guys and girls, people who managed in high school. So we take whoever we can get. We're really just looking for people that are going to come in and really be in it for the right reasons. We don't want you to be in it for the gear you get. We don't want you to be in it for the fame or being on TV for 3 seconds behind Coach Ryan or something. We want people that are there that are trying to get experience in a business setting, which we are. The college basketball program is a business. We have a budget, we've got restraints we have to meet, compliance, all that kind of stuff that we have to monitor. So we are a business, and we're looking for people who come in wanting to be as good of employees as they can for the Wisconsin men's basketball program.
It's pretty cool. So a couple of specifics. You guys are looking at stuff from a business aspect. One of the things we do is we always, especially as people get older, assign jobs to everybody so they can take a little bit more responsibility. As a first-year manager, there's a pretty set minimal amount of things that are done. But as we move up, there's more stuff that needs to be done. We have We have one guy who handles all the autograph request stuff that comes in. People are always asking for Coach Ryan to sign basketballs or whatever, and there's a whole process. They have to go through compliance and all that stuff. You guys have probably faced that kind of stuff. People have talked about that before. So we have one guy that does all that for us. One of my responsibilities is all the Wisconsin basketball high school coaches can get tickets to games if they want. So that's a whole process, getting those distributed, deciding who can go to what games or whatever. So that's something that I handle. Let's see. We have another guy that's him, that does all the stuff for the ball kids, the little kids that are sweeping the floor in between timeouts and everything. Got to get all those guys assigned to what games they're coming to, and all that stuff. So it's all a process. And then another thing that we all handle is doing video stuff for the team. Especially with March coming up, we got to have film on almost every team we can play. We don't know who we're going to play. So that's always the craziest day of the year is when we find out who we're playing in the first round of the tournament. We got to get all the film and all that stuff. So it can be fun, but it's also a ton of work.
One of the biggest things that we have the most responsibility in is our summer camps. That's a job opportunity for anybody in this room, anybody that wants to work and come talk to us after. What it is a part-time job this summer. It'd be strictly the month of June, so if you want to find something for July and August, if you're looking to stay around. But what it is, it gives you an opportunity to kind of prove yourself as a manager, because that's where we have the most responsibility going forward. We're taking care of making sure the kids are all in bed on time. We're taking care of making sure they know where they need to be. We're making sure that the coaches know where they need to be, and everything in between, ordering pizzas, handing out t-shirts, pretty much anything that goes on in camps. We handle the little things, and if it doesn't go smoothly, it reflects on us. That's where we're the most responsible.
Exactly, and that's one of those things, and that goes for everything we do all year. That we really take a lot of pride in. There's a lot of that little stuff, whether it's the pizza orders during camps or whatever you can think about. It's all little stuff, really. But if it didn't get done, we probably wouldn't look too good. And maybe our coaches probably don't want to admit it, but if we weren't there, it probably wouldn't run so hot.
Well, like when we go on the road, a lot, you guys don't really see. All you see is, turn on TV at 6 and we're playing. But there's a lot that goes into it before that. We're leaving the day before, so we're missing class too, just like the players are. There's 3 of us that go on every road trip. So we're missing class. We got to make sure that we're responsible. We're communicating with our teachers so that we can get everything that we're missing lined up. We're not missing any in-class activities or any points like that way, any tests, exams. We got to make sure we get that lined up before we go. And then when we're on the road, we're handling everything from, normally we have 7 people at a practice. On the road we only get 3. So we're handling all 7 of those jobs that we do at home with 3 of us. We got to handle shoot-arounds. On a bus trip, we're in charge of making sure that there's food on the bus for the players when they get there, along with 3 coolers filled with drinks, and we have to order food for the way back. So a lot of things that you guys really don't think about probably or notice. You guys watch the game, turn it off, or go do your homework or something, but we're always working to make sure that the program is running as smoothly as possible.
Another thing people don't usually think about when it comes to managers, obviously we have our few-month season, but it's a year-round job. In the summer, we're here, like we said, for camp. Otherwise, there's workouts going on all the time. In the fall when it comes time to be here for school, we're here probably a couple weeks before everybody else because it's time for workouts, and we're going to jump on the season. And then during the season, obviously, we're at practice all the time, games. And so that's an interesting thing to think about is we're here a lot of time when maybe some of you guys aren't, if you don't have jobs on campus. We're pretty much, there's somebody here all the time as far as the managers go.
Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that we do isn't a very glorified things to do, and people not want to do the things that we do, but in the long run it does pay off on a resume. It looks really, really good. We listed up things that people have gone on to do that have been former managers for us only. There's other people that have gone on to become Division I head coaches already, but for us, we're the ones that are out there. A player falls down during practice. We're the ones out there chasing their sweat and wiping it up. So somebody's got to do it. It's not that it's glorified part of the job, but somebody has to do it. Make sure the players are safe when they're practicing, and we got to make sure that they're ready to go on game day. That being said, it is, like I said, a very good job for your resume. You get a lot of business experience. We require all of our managers to work in the office for at least 4 hours a week. They can put in extra time if they want. They're doing everything from sending out recruit mailings, addressing envelopes, stuffing envelopes, doing all this kind of stuff that you would do in an office with the sports side to it as well. Thanks.